All right, and we are live. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're finally back. Um, Thankfully, life did not get in the way this time. Um, as usual, I am Bishi, and tonight I am joined by Maverick.
Oh, I'm back, bitches. Oh,
He's been waiting a while to say that, and
I
Jolly Yellow.
have.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Is it that good to be back, Maverick?
Yes, it is. Oh,
Nice.
It has been a while for Maverick since he started his new job,
yes,
but he
yes.
loves his new job.
I
You know,
fucking do.
found out how real the struggle can get.
Even though it freaks him out whenever I play like Five Nights and he's at his new job.
I still don't understand how you can do that.
It's cause all the lights are on and I got a mag light. So yeah.
Speaking
How,
of which, clever segue. Um, Apparently Scott has announced Five Nights 3.
Guess who's going back to work? Guess who's going back to work?
Bite me, bitches.
Nah, no. I'll give you the rabbits. I'll turn you into a black man.
I don't
What?
understand why this guy keeps going back to this job.
Because no, well, BC explain. Because
Okay,
look,
so
well, can we do we have to put up a spoiler warning of that
hold on.
or
Uh, um, Hold on. I'll do it this way.
Are you putting up a? He is putting up a spoiler card. Yeah, we've evolved that much. We
what?
now have the official
I don't,
spoiler warning card.
I don't think we
Spoilers.
need spoilers. Do
Okay.
we? Do we really need that?
So for those of you who haven't heard or haven't watched or haven't seen anything about Five Nights 1 or 2, you are not playing the same guy in Five Nights 1 as you are in Five Nights 2. Five Nights 2 is a prequel to Five Nights 1. Um,
Hmm.
Five
It's a
Nights 2
precursor.
takes place during 1987. Five Nights 1 takes place at some time in the future after that. So it is not the same guy going back to the job time and time and time again. Well, it is for the week, but not between game. You know what I mean. Anyway, um, it's and actually another bit of spoilerish thing. The guy that you play in the sixth night, or no, seventh night
Of night of two.
of two.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's seventh night of night two. Is a different guy than you play through Five Nights to nights 1 through 6.
Yeah, you get moved to the day shift, which
Yeah,
takes place where the bite of 87 happens.
yeah.
Now, there's this game itself has created some of the best lore I've ever read since uh, Slenderman, the Slenderman game.
Agreed.
Yeah, very
Like,
rich. Lots of theories, lots of, hey, did this take place then? Is this based off of this real crime and things like that?
and the thing is, the creator hasn't said anything. He's just
Nope.
let it run rampant. He
He
knows the
is.
story. He knows the story that he created, and he loves seeing people try and figure them out.
Yeah.
It keeps people guessing, it keeps them interested.
And the fun part is, if we weren't doing our jobs as figuring out the story, the back lore of the game, he wouldn't keep putting them out. I honestly believe 2 came out because of a clerical error of the demo coming out early and just, he decided, oh, well, I'll release the whole game. Here, have fun. Um, I'm thinking the succession of the games and how fast they're getting put out depends on how much we figure out and how fast we're playing them.
Now, I will, for those out there watching, go ahead and do this as well. Um, let's see, where is my screen share? There's my screen share. Um, That is what is what was on Scott's site as of, I believe, January 3rd. Yes.
Well, now.
And that's what you see when you crank the brightness and lower and mess with the contrast and everything else in Photoshop to actually bring out what's there. So.
Oh, that's not scary at all.
Oh, you don't think that's scary?
Didn't you hear the terrified, sarcastic laughter behind that?
Well, I hope you don't think it's scary, because we want you to have fun at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Fuck Freddy.
You don't fuck Freddy. Freddy fucks you.
I'm not ready for Freddy.
Not ready. Got a comment there. What's going on, Rentron? Just a comment, YouTube. Start Rentron just saying, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Ren?"
Hi,
What's up?
Ren.
It's good to be back, Ren.
Boom.
That reminds me. Let me make sure the Q&A is going. Yeah, Q&A is up. Oh, and Ephemeral says hi. She says the boys are back in town. Welcome back, guys.
That's right.
Hi.
But yeah, so that's something on the horizon. We have Five Nights 3 to, well, I have Five Nights 3 to prepare for.
You're damn right.
Well, you got nothing to prepare for.
I'll watch you. I'll support you. I'll be at your funeral.
You guys do need to play it though. It's a good
Oh,
game.
hell no.
Johnny Allen don't play horror games.
And one, that shit's too real close to my actual job. So, no.
You don't deal with animatronics. You don't work at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Don't have to. I deal with...
And never will thanks to this game.
Yep. I actually wanted to take my cousin to, like, my little cousin to Chuck E. Cheese one time. But after playing, I was like, no, I'm good.
See,
I'm actually really interested to see what Scott is going to do with the new one, because there's like he definitely upped the ante for number 2. So I'm interested to see how he's going to go from number 2 to number 3 and still keep, some sort of freshness or something in it.
Well, here's the thing.
I have a question for you, Bisho.
Okay. Go ahead. I was going to say go ahead, Mav, and then we can do the question.
My question, because I don't understand why people got caught up and couldn't understand that it was a prequel. Like, a lot of people was like, well, a sequel can't be a prequel. Yes, it can. Devil May Cry 3 was a prequel.
They put in movies all the time.
Yeah. They just fuck you over, but you
literally all the time.
And is he going to keep going back to the original parlor, the original Fazbear establishment, or is
Fred
he going
Fazbear's Diner?
Yeah, Fred Fazbear's Diner, or is he going to push it? It's in the 80s still. Like, I think it's like 88, 89, I think, in the first one.
No, it's 87 in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and it's 90-something in the second one.
Okay.
Or in the first. It's 90-something in the first one.
Okay. Will there be, will he keep it going until the 2000s, update it to current times? Since, can a spirit stay alive that long to piss somebody off?
You'd be surprised.
But yeah, will he put it in the millennium, or? Well, I think I would like it, because that shit right there, what you showed me, that looks like he's got some work done. He's had work done.
Yeah, I was more or less meaning mechanics, though. Like, I know he's going to have a good story.
Mm-hmm.
The man can tell a story without really telling a story.
Yeah, because it's all, extra, stuff that you have to see. Because I didn't know the story until someone else told me. It was like, hey, there's actual story behind this. And it was like, how did you learn all this out? It was because... And, I watched after watching you, a friend of mine pointed out to me, if you go and look at the stuff on the wall that changes constantly, there's back lore. There's, story clippings and all this stuff, too, that tell you straight up what's going on. So, they're all hidden little gems and stuff that make the game really good story-wise. And honestly, 2 is hard. Watching you play it, that shit is hard.
Oh, I know. They did so much more with the mechanics and whatnot in the second one, and it just, yeah.
I have a question for you, Vichy, since you've played them both quite
Okay.
a bit now. Is there anything, because I know, kind of the main thing is you're trying to survive the night without the animatronics getting you. And they come at you from different ways. They can either run through doors or jump through the vents. Is there anything in either one of those games where animatronic will actually, like, kind of stealth you from behind?
Shut your whore mouth right now.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Was when you asked, like, oh, what kind of new stuff would he put in 3? And I was like, I don't recall ever seeing any that could, like, there's like a vent on the floor behind your chair, and like if you don't watch it, one like comes up out of it and just like straight Solid Snake shoot.
First of all, that's scary as hell. Like,
Actually,
Now,
not even. Well, Solid Snake killed Sam Fisher.
I mean, there is like, as far as some of that goes, like, okay, in the second one, when you have the screen up, if you were charging the, cranking the music box for the mannequin, like let's see, old Freddy, old Chica, and old Bonnie will pull down your screen.
Wow. Okay. So that's kind of a stealth gauge, yeah.
So you can be in the middle of charging, they pull down the screen, and you have to immediately switch on to, you have to immediately pull on the mask, otherwise you're fucked. So I think that's, with having to deal with the music box, I think that's the most stealth that he could do.
Okay. Just speculation. That's all.
I don't know if he's going to keep something as far as that music box mechanic, or if he's going to get rid of it and maybe add on some other, like, vent area or something. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he puts one straight over your head and there's the mangle.
Because no one ever looks up. It's a fact. No one ever looks up.
And it pulls an alien on you. It's like in the Alien movies, you see the drool come down. You see a couple of bits of fur, a couple of bits.
Not even
of
that,
stuff.
oil. Just oil.
Oh, oil. That's it. Yeah. Just a couple of drops of oil leak down, and it's already too late.
Because at that point you're dead. Like you're dead.
I know. To not play those games, I think it's some scary stuff on.
And it's weird because they did explain, like in the second one, they explained that they took out the new Bonnie toy animatronics, and got rid of them, which is why it works in a prequel and whatnot. But he didn't say what the hell they did with the fucking Jack in the Box and Balloon Boy, because fuck BB. Fuck him.
Fuck Billy.
Billy bastard. Like, I don't even play the game. Just watching you play it makes me so upset when I hear him and see him.
No, and the worst part is there are some things in the second game that are really never talked about, like Balloon Girl.
Wait, there's a girl?
Yeah. Sometimes when you pull your screen down, if you look under the desk, you will see a pair of pink eyes looking up at you.
Nope.
Done. Congratulations, BG. You have destroyed any and all chances that we would play this game ourselves.
Balloon Boy has blue eyes. Balloon Girl has pink eyes. Balloon Girl don't do shit, but she will stare at you from under the desk because all you see are the pink eyes.
I like your giblets.
What the hell does Balloon Boy do?
Balloon Boy will, like, completely fucks up your flashlight. You cannot use your flashlight at all.
What is it, like, steal it?
No. He's pretty much the equivalent of an EMP, a spiritual EMP, that once he's in the room, nothing works. None of your electronics work.
Yeah, your vent lights don't work, and your flashlight doesn't work.
And you can't And you can't put your screen up to like turn the music box either.
No, you can put your screen up.
Oh.
Just your flashlight doesn't work at all.
All right, yeah, we can move on to the next topic now. I'm getting a little scared here with the lights on.
Either way, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And
I mean, good luck to them. Hopefully, it makes a good game and the fans will enjoy it because it sounds like the fans are all over it now. Hopefully, it continues for them.
And speaking of good fans and good developers and good creators, as you know, Kenji Ifune is the creator, still is the creator of Mega Man, and you know he decided to leave Capcom a while back and decided to work on his own game, Mighty Number 9, and it is officially. He sent out a Happy New Year's message to everyone that the development of the game is now complete. This is the game that about damn near broke Kickstarter when it first got announced. It made its goal in like 6 hours.
I remember that because like a week or two later, the guy was like, "Okay, guys, we have more than enough money to make this game. You can stop donating now. Hold on to it for later."
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he won Kickstarter.
Yeah, and it's going to be available like on all different platforms because everyone made the goal. Like they made the goal, and it's expected to be released in April of this year. Hopefully not April 1st because that's just a dick move and really bad. Because it's really hard to accept anything being released on that day at all. But I'm excited, and I will most likely be playing this. I don't know which platform I'll get it on, but I'm gonna buy it. We'll see when I get it on, but I'll probably play it.
Oh yeah, definitely we'll get that. But it's pretty much going to be on like everything. You know, most of the handhelds, all the consoles, PC.
No handhelds. Just like
really no handhelds. I thought I saw Vita and DS in there. Really?
Might have been.
I don't know.
Might have been, but I know that the like all generation consoles from 360 from last gen to current gen, Steam, those are getting it regardless. Like that was it. I don't remember if the handhelds were up there, but it might take a little bit longer for that. But I'm excited nonetheless. And now, if you guys remember back in the day, even during Jolly Yellow's time and Bishi's time, because right now I'm the youngest on this panel right now. I love you both. You're both my old favorite men. Rare, if you don't remember what Rare is, if you remember a game called Banjo-Kazooie, they brought Banjo-Kazooie and a bunch of other games.
Let's go through the list of some of the Rare stuff.
Yeah.
You have Banjo-Kazooie. You have Banjo-Tooie.
And it stops there.
You have Conker's Bad Fur Day. You have any of the Donkey Kong Country games or Donkey Kong 64.
Mm-hmm.
You have GoldenEye. If I'm not mistaken, Perfect Dark was also put out by Rare.
It was.
Well, yeah, because Perfect Dark is basically GoldenEye 1.5.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember some other awesome Rare games because Rare was a huge thing back on the SNES and N64.
Mm-hmm. That's where they boomed on the N64.
Yeah, it was like that Super Nintendo to 64 era. It's kind of when they had their heyday.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to pull up a list right now. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it looks like apparently they also did some NES games.
Oh, really?
Battletoads, Captain Skyhawk.
Oh, yeah, they did Battletoads.
Okay. And we're forgetting stuff. Oh, and we forgot another one. Didn't they also do something on Killer Instinct?
Yes, they did.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But their big game is supposed to be one of their big games this coming up year is Project Spark, which like you can make your own game. and hang around and like make people play through it, and you pretty much play God trying to kill them, trying to get through it. But they're back on the scene. They're teasing a huge year this in 2015. The one of the rare composers, Robert Beanland, has recently tweeted that 2015 is going to be a huge year, along with a picture of musical notes. Now, please recall that if you did play Banjo-Kazooie, musical notes are scattered throughout the entire game, and it's up for the player to collect them. And over the past few months, many people associated with Rare have been teasing another entry in the series. Beanland has also made posts featuring broken banjos and then fixed banjos. Banjo is a bear, by the way, and Kazooie is... What the hell was Kazooie? A cuckoo or
I don't know
Phoenix?
what kind of bird he was.
She
wasn't like just like a... What? She wasn't like just a flamingo, maybe? I don't know, I'm guessing.
A red-crested breagle.
There you go.
Oh. Cool.
And as verified developer at NeoGAF, posted a Morse code message that read BKE315. All I know is please don't play with my heart, because that's all I ever really wanted. I've wanted a good Banjo-Kazooie game.
Do not give us the old one.
No, don't re-release. I'm not saying I wouldn't mind that, but with all the technology nowadays, I would love to see Banjo-Kazooie redone correctly, not that nuts and bolts bullshit.
Yeah.
Not that nuts and bolts bullshit. That pissed me off so much. I want a straight platforming game. Bring back Jumbo. Or it was Jumbo, right? Mumbo Jumbo. Yeah, bring him back. Bring everybody back. And just give no DLC, damn it. Just give me a full fucking game.
No, see. And to age myself, no, forget that DLC nonsense. Banjo-Kazooie, it's an old school platformer. You had to earn the extra stuff. If you want to get the new costume or to play through as some other character, no, you had to like beat the game by collecting all those notes, or you have to do all of this, or beat the game within a certain amount of time. I'm aging myself again. It's like, God, I remember those days when you actually just had to play really good or pull off this extra thing to get that stuff instead of paying for it. That's another day. That's another story for another time. Oh, and by the way, I looked up the Mighty Number 9, and on MightyNumber9.com, they're saying, what systems will it be released on? Windows, Mac, Linux, PS4, PS3, Xbox One, 360, Wii U, Vita, and 3DS.
All right, cool. Ooh. Everyone's getting it.
Ooh,
everyone's enjoying it.
Oh, and there will be a digital Steam version.
This is interesting. Ren gave us a question in the chat, in the Q&A.
Oh, Ren, what you talking about?
Since you're talking video games, can you guys name top 5 old school games that would be cool to get a reboot for next gen?
Perfect Dark. That's one.
And don't give us that Perfect Dark Zero shit.
Oh, well, you know what? Hold on. Let me sit back. Hold on. Let me...
That requires some thought, Ren. Good question, though.
Let's see.
I can't promise you top 5.
Oh, I got it. No, let me go.
Okay, go ahead.
I've been talking about this forever. I want a Def Jam Fight for New York again. I just want a Def Jam game where I could just make a character, give him some moves, and kick other rappers' asses. That's all I want. Just give me Def Jam Vendetta, or Def Jam Fight for New York, or not that Def Jam Icon shit. I just want a Def Jam game again where I can fight. That was one of my favorite games on the GameCube. It was for all systems, but it was one of my favorite games growing up. Like during that era of games, it was so good. The Aki engine. The Aki engine, though.
You got an idea, Bishi?
I'm trying to come up with 5, to be honest.
I don't know. It will probably take me a while to name 5 specifically, but if I happen to come up with 5, so be it.
Actually, no, I have some good ones.
Well,
Let's see, Ghosts and Goblins.
All right.
all right,
Um,
well, you're
let's see, Ghosts and Goblins would be one. I would love to see that get a reboot.
What you do, Dark Souls.
Let's see. Um,
well. While he's thinking, I guess I'll drop my first one down. I personally, and you can actually, there's actually a couple of different ones that you can pick from. I'd like to see a beat 'em up brought up to some modern gen stuff. So from there, Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, Final Fight, pick one. No.
No.
I know what you're probably about to say.
We already got a Double Dragon Neon.
No. You can go to hell with that.
You're gonna play that bitch anyway.
That
Hold on.
doesn't count. That does not count as a modern current gen. No.
It still works.
let's see. Actually, here's one. Bionic Commando.
Oh, you want a re-release to re-release?
I was gonna say, because didn't that get like an Xbox Arcade Live, Xbox Live Arcade?
No. I want actually
want-
like Bionic Commando NES reboot. Go from that.
Oh, not where, oh, my wife is my arm shit.
Yeah, no.
Dude, he was dirty in fucking Ultimate Marvel. Oh, he was so dirty.
It
Um,
was pretty nasty. Marvel's kept coming too. Is there some also need?
I wouldn't mind a Streets of Rage reboot.
I
I wouldn't
mean-
mind.
Pick a beat 'em up, and I'll take it.
Well, you know, it'd be
Castlevania
Capcom.
reboot.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You
mind
guys could've-
Castlevania.
Well, they get it. You guys get a game like every couple of years now.
What, Castlevania?
Yeah.
The last one that came out was a Castlevania fighting game.
What? No. Well, there have been the Lords of Shadow games, but those have been
Yeah.
kind of.
You mean side scroller platformer, not 3D over the shoulder third person.
I mean like platformer. I mean
Okay.
like go back to Castlevania roots. I don't
Okay.
mean like this, I don't mean Castlevania meets Devil May Cry.
Where you gotta get your uppers and your downers and your
Yeah.
judgments.
Yeah, no.
In
I
order-
mean Castlevania, where you have a whip, you have holy water, you have a boomerang, you have axes. That's
Okay,
pretty-
let me ask you this then, Bishi. You say you want a Castlevania reboot. Pre-Symphony of the Night or post-Symphony of the Night?
pre.
Damn.
Okay,
Damn.
yeah.
Hell,
Okay.
hell.
Just to be real.
Here's one. I got a great one for you to do.
What?
Castlevania 3. Do a reboot of Castlevania 3.
Okay.
I haven't been
The
that
one where you
tickled.
could take the different courses.
Oh, the Metroid, the Metroid syndrome.
Well, that actually predates
No.
the whole Metroid thing.
No. I meant like the. Well, it was. I forget. There's a lot of
No.
fucking Castlevania games.
Castlevania 3 was where you could choose, where you could actually choose
Which-
between being Trevor Belmont, the thief. I forget what the thief's name was, Alucard, or Sophia.
Oh.
Yeah. The thief's name, what is his name? Grant, I think.
Grant. That's it. Yes.
Right. Mhm.
I got
Yeah.
one.
That one. Where you could choose between the 4 characters to go through whatever level, and you had like the easy mode, you had the easy path, and then you had the difficult path. Kind of like how they did like the Star Fox branching paths sort of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Oh.
Speaking
a
of,
reboot. Yeah.
Well, going into that, yes, there will be one. There will be one. You all right?
keep Fox's dumbass in the damn cockpit where he belongs.
Look, I didn't look. Assault and Star Fox Adventures. Hold on, it wasn't bad. I like what they were doing. They just
No,
fucked it up.
Star Fox Adventures was bad. Okay,
No.
I don't care how
I
good of
wasn't
an
bad.
idea. I don't care how good of an idea it was, but it was a bad idea for him to get drunk and think he was Link. First off, he needs to get back in that cockpit, fly into space, call Link to come down there and do whatever needed to be done in Star Fox Adventures.
Don't he have Link's number? Like, don't they meet up like every year?
That was some Link shit he was trying to pull.
Fox needs to step the fuck off of Hyrule and fly his ass back to Lilat.
Or Ganon being up punting his ass off somewhere.
Okay,
You know,
look.
get like the fuck out of here.
Even Star Fox Assault wasn't bad either. I didn't mind doing that because it gave me the ability to pilot every fucking ship and every piece of shit it had.
I will agree with you up to a point.
The story was crap. The story made no fucking sense.
The story was crap. Do not in a Star Fox game make me walk.
Give me a segue, damn it.
If you were gonna put me on land, give me the goddamn Landmaster.
Or a speeder bike of some sort.
If you're gonna put me in the fucking water, I better have the Blue Marine. Other than that, I'm in a fucking R-Wing. Fuck your couch.
Yeah, Fox. Yeah, Fox should not be on his feet. Fox should not be without a vehicle. Remember, that's what Star Fox rule. Star Fox should not be without a vehicle.
Wait. He can
Unless
be
it's
without
Smash
a vehicle.
Bros.
Yeah, unless it's Smash Bros.
Smash Brothers is the exception, but other than that, you better be in a vehicle.
I don't understand. That's the thing. They made Star Fox Adventures like after Smash Bros. He could do all of that shit, fight that hard, and then he can barely lift his leg on the Adventures.
Told you. He got drunk and thought he was late.
Yeah, that's the only way that he cannot pass a fence that is this fucking high.
When I've seen him catch himself on fire and propel himself, did he just forget? Was it just a dream? I'm gonna think it's just a dream.
Okay, now you want to talk about another. Speaking of the flying in the space games, another one that I wouldn't mind seeing, given a current gen treatment. You remember the old crap? What was it? I was curious. No, not the rating games where it's like the World War II top-down stuff. I'm actually talking about from the Gradius.
I was actually just thinking either Gradius or R-Type.
Oh, or R-Type, yeah.
You know, I never could beat those games.
Those games were hard as fuck, man.
No one ever beat them. I was playing. They were difficult to beat, but
I broke a TV playing that game.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of another, like, actually really good one. Actually, no, I have a good one.
What?
I have a good one. Star Tropics.
Okay.
What's that? I'm 24.
Fucking youngin'. Okay, so the whole thing with Star Tropics is this is heavily influenced / borrowed from Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Your uncle is an archaeologist. He is in this southern Pacific island called Sea Island. You're about to go visit him, and he suddenly gets abducted by something.
Okay.
You have to go find him. Your main weapon is a yo-yo.
So, now bear with me when I say this. We're going to go ahead and start off with Uncharted. And Ness. Because he uses the yo-yo. Right? Is that what's happening? Okay, cool. Alright, that's weird.
But actually, it was a very good game for the NES.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got some more over here. Ren's blowing this shit up.
Yeah.
You mentioned about the whole everything you said about Castlevania 3.
Open world Castlevania, yeah. They tried that. It was called Simon's Quest.
Wow, I forgot about that one.
Yep.
And he said,
which is one I kind of enjoyed.
And he said Lords of Shadows 2 was the last of the series, of that series. I guess the what we're talking about. I guess next gen or current gen or last gen.
Yeah, well,
And
it's
hold
gonna
on,
be last gen.
go ahead. I'm trying to pop my foot. Hold on. It went to sleep.
Old school. If you want to talk about old difficult games, I almost wouldn't mind seeing a new Adventure Island.
Oh, man,
You
I
want to talk
remember.
How does
Oh,
that sound familiar?
Hudson's Adventure Island.
and yeah, that's a very hard platformer.
Oh my God,
Speaking of
dude.
hard ass games, hold on.
Oh,
Speaking of hard ass games, did you hear about like somebody released like a 2000 MDOS games, like old school games like Oregon Trail and all that stuff recently?
oh yeah,
Heard about that. I haven't looked it up myself though.
yeah.
Heard
It's
about
on the archive.org thing.
Yeah, that.
it. Mm-hmm.
And Ren also said Vector Man could use some justice.
Oh, Vector Man, forgot about that.
Actually, I just got a thought of another one that could use a decent amount of justice.
What?
Cobra Triangle.
Remind me, I forgot about one.
The boat game where you had to go through and pick up all the power-ups and shoot like enemies and whatnot. I saw your eyes flash at that. I think you remember that game.
Yeah, wasn't that almost kind of like almost like those 1943 R-Type games, but you're in a boat instead of a plane, but still had like the crazy power-ups and almost
And
bullet
you had to
hell
go
type stuff
through all
going
this, like, you know,
on?
and like
Yeah.
one of the first things you fought was a giant, like, you know, sea serpent.
Mm.
But I mean, some of these old games like that, you know, holy shit, Cobra Triangle was a hard as fuck game, but it was fun.
Yeah, yeah. One
But
more.
you know,
We'll
what,
throw
what?
one more title before we. Do you remember Super Puzzle Fighter 2 on the PlayStation?
No one
Yes.
likes puzzle fighters.
I mean, that was just some cool stuff. Even though it was called Puzzle Fighter 2, when it had like the soundtrack from the Street Fighter Alpha games, there were also some Darkstalker characters in it too. I wouldn't mind seeing that updated with like as big as the Street Fighter roster has gotten.
Okay, look, puzzle fighter. You picture Akuma seriously trying to sit there and play a puzzle. This is stupid. Just getting mad and burning everything around him.
Actually, yeah, that's a good
Right.
idea.
Now
Let's just
I have.
share with the class.
Saya actually sent me a good idea just for like a reboot, just for sheer, you know, holy crap, this would look amazing. Because it looked amazing on PS2, we were blown the fuck away. Shadow of the Colossus.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go down this road. Let me finish with you. Don't really need a reboot. You don't, because it's part of Ico's story. That's a prequel to Ico, actually. A lot of people still don't understand that. Now, we're going to get back to that dev team right there. You're never going to get Last Guardians, people. Just give it up.
Yeah.
That game's been dev hell for God knows how long.
I've given up on getting anything else in the Eternal Darkness series.
Now, the only thing now, it sounds all cool about these games if they were to bring them back. You know, they'd make a lot of money and everything, but there's only one problem. Development time and rushing them out and then having a shit poor game that only is 50% working. Which last year, the end of last year, experienced me on first hand. If you follow me on Instagram or Vine, you'll see that video. Okay. Developers, if you are making a series, and I'm going to call you out, Ubisoft, you fucked up. You made EA look good. You made EA look good this 2014. If you are planning to make a game series where you release one every year, get your shit together. Like, don't release a game just to make holiday sales and release a day one patch, or don't release a patch at all. and your shit just fuck up. I was lucky enough to get an Xbox One for Christmas. Oh shit.
I was about to say, here's a segue.
Yeah. So I got an Xbox One for Christmas, and it was the Assassin's Creed bundle. I only own one game for this thing, so I was like, I didn't want to put it on a digital download because this takes a lot. It's 40 gigs. The game itself is 40 gigs. I had to re-download it twice. I downloaded it the first time, was like, oh, super happy to play it, and the first mission you got to escape from prison and everything. And as soon as I'm about to, all right, jump off and do the leap of faith, Arno takes a detour. Instead of jumping straight off, he veers to the left and gets stuck. He gets stuck? No, let me fit it. He gets stuck, and I can't move him. Nothing is happening. And I'm thinking, oh, it bugged out. Let me back out, turn it off, and turn it back on. It's a digital download game, so it's not like a disc or anything. So it pops back up and takes me right back to where I am, which it does on any game I'm playing, if it's still in the system. It is stuck on a cutscene, a saving cutscene. It is literally the last thing you do before the title screen pops up, and it tells you what you're playing. So I had to uninstall the game and then spend most of the day reinstalling it. So that was 80 gigs spent of my data in 2 days. And then it took me back to where I was supposed to be. And then I did it all over again. And then I hopped off of it, and I've been playing clean ever since then. Ubisoft. And you had the nerve to go and just cancel your entire season pass lineup on things, and then offer anyone who bought the season pass a free Ubisoft game. You couldn't even let me get Far Cry 4, which was better than your damn Assassin's Creed Unity shit. And then you announced that you're going to have a new one out this year. Learn from your fucking mistakes. And anyone else for that matter. Don't put a game out that you know for damn fact that isn't ready. You know who I admire? What's the face? Rocksteady. You did good. I'm so glad you did put out Batman Arkham Knight. I'm so glad you didn't put that out this year or last year. I'm glad you waited. You admitted that, hey, this game isn't done. So we're going to give it to you in, I think, April? I think it comes out in April. And here's another DLC pack that's coming along with it, too. You get a free Red Hood DLC pack. Here you go. I fucking hate you developers.
I'm still
Shit is
stuck.
getting out of hand.
I'm still stuck on the fact that the game is 40 gigs.
It's a download.
And I mean, how much hard drive space do you have on an Xbox One?
I got a lot.
Like total
okay,
what?
That game itself, it took up 18% of my 100% space. Took up 18%.
So that one game took up 18%.
Hold on, look at the box. Hold on. No, keep talking.
So based on that, that's what, 4 more games?
It's a 500 gigabyte hard drive.
500. Okay, you just spent almost a tenth of your hard drive. Well, over a tenth of it, because you said 18%, on one game.
Oh.
That shit's out of hand.
And it's probably the same amount with the actual with an actual disc game or whatever, because now the game itself, all it does is when you put a new game in, it'll download the game itself onto your hard drive, so you don't really need the disc to play it. Afterwards, say you give somebody else your game disc, you have it on your system and you can play it.
See,
it makes borrowing a little bit easier, But
It makes playing more difficult, apparently.
no, maybe.
I
So
don't know. I mean, it's like you said. I mean, developers, they're rushing stuff out that they know is not properly polished. And I mean, and it's for the sales. It's so that they can say there's an Assassin's Creed game on the third Tuesday in November every year. It's the Call of Duty formula. Unfortunately, people are not even able to copy the Call of Duty formula, which, say what you want, they at least have it down pat where it's, yeah, exactly. You know, every, what is it, first or second Tuesday in November, there's a Call of Duty game coming out. And you don't hear too many problems of Call of Duty games coming out busted, broken, and there needs to be some massive patch just to make it playable.
Nope,
because complain all you want about Call of Duty, but at least it's playable when it releases on that first Tuesday in November.
Yeah, Call of Duty doesn't have any day one patch bullshit.
And their servers work. They are prepared for that multiplayer surge.
They know what's going to happen.
They know that no one plays story mode on Call of Duty anymore.
And other developers are just trying to copy that formula. Ubisoft, EA, they see, oh, Activision figured it out. They can release a game in a year and it works out just fine. Let's copy them and make all of the money.
I don't know who owns it. It's either one of those. I know they had a big thing a while back. I don't know who's running who anymore.
Okay. All I know is, Dan, Jolly, back when you and I were growing up, when we had games come out, they were done.
Yep.
You didn't have any day one patches. You didn't have any of this other bullshit.
Yeah, you know what they did with that stuff back then? They made a sequel with it. God, can you imagine like trying to play Donkey Kong Country back in the day, and they tried to do what DLC update to put Dixie Kong and Donkey Kong Country 1 or some nonsense?
Oh wait, microtransactions for bananas.
Oh god, that was like mobile games where it's like pay $10 to get 500 bananas.
See, if they pulled this shit that they're doing now back in the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, N64 days, or hell, even the Dreamcast days, PlayStation 1 days, there would not be a video game market now.
Especially if you go back to the PlayStation 1 days where broadband was nowhere near as prolific as it is now. Exactly.
You would have had.
Will be like, okay, come on, guys.
You would have had gamers lining up with pitchforks outside of these developers' offices.
But I don't. Yes, I am all about the almighty dollar. I understand that, but
have some damn pride in your fucking work.
Yeah, and I understand that sometimes, hey, Mr. Write the checkbook, get it done. You have deadlines. I understand you have deadlines, but if you know that this is a high, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
If this is a greatly anticipated game that has a high following, and it's one of those you're trying to get it out before the fucking holiday season, if you know it ain't gonna make the holiday season, don't fucking put it out broken.
Yeah.
Put that bitch out around Christmas time. Don't try and beat before that.
Gamers are pretty forgiving. Most gamers, if you tell them, okay, guys, I know we said we're going to have it out, but we're just not ready. Can we have a couple more months? Most gamers are going to be like, take your time, man. I know I would.
Speaking of which, Beachy's game, Cyberpunk 2077, that shit ain't even done yet.
Release date, when it's ready.
And
when did they tell you that? Back in they told you that back in January 2013.
Yeah.
Yep. And they explained in a recent article, they explained that right now they're the people that are doing it are developing Witcher 3, which got pushed back as well.
Yep. But now Witcher 3 is in the forefront, which means that Cyberpunk gets pushed back to the back burner, which I'm fine about. I don't want that shit shoved out there if it ain't done.
That's right. Get the Witcher folks all right. There's a lot of people out there waiting for a good Witcher 3 product. Take your time, guys. Make sure the Witcher 3 fans are satisfied. We'll wait.
If you give me a product that, yeah, granted, it may take 5, maybe more years in development. But if you give me a product that I can pop that in, it's done, it's playable, it's great, and I can come back for replay value a year down the line, 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, that is my money's worth. You come out with anything else, I will be buying that because I am happy with your shit.
That's called loyalty, people. When whoever is doing web shows 15 years down the line, and they're like, oh man, you remember with Cyberpunk 2077? That was a good retro game.
I mean, hey, you want a great example of this? Here's a great example of this. As much as I am pissed off at Sony for other shit, you have to look at PlanetSide 1. It was in development for, I believe, 4 or 5 years. Came out around 0203. But they were coming out with so much new stuff afterwards, and they kept it going for so long because it was such a polished game. It was such a complete game. It was done. It had everything that we wanted in it. And some stuff that wasn't in it that we might have wanted, we told them about, and they released it. The battle frame robotics. They released it. Granted, you had bitchers about it, but you're going to have that about anything.
You can't please everybody.
But that game had a longevity of about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
They still had servers. They still had a server going in 2013, 10 years after release.
It's like no loyalty, folks. That's why I like what Overkill Software is doing with their Payday games. Much loyalty.
Anything.
Pray the Overkill lords.
Yes, anything. Overkill listens to their people. Overkill listens to the fans. If we ask for it and they can do it, they do it.
Mm.
You know, they give us fresh content that is not broken, and if it is broken, it's fixed immediately. Like there's patches every once in a while. It's because someone that doesn't work for them found that if you do this combination while trying to do this in this new map, your game is going to freeze.
Yeah, pretty simple. It's called loyalty, folks. Got to work on that, developers. Overkill Software is by no means a massive company. They're not an Ubisoft or a Rare or a Capcom, but they get the job done with their fans.
Mm-hmm.
But Saya brings up a good point. As far as loyalty and as far as gamers, going, okay, we'll work with you. We'll work with you. Just put out something good. Look at American McGee's Alice, and then Alice Madness Returns. 12 years apart. It was slated for 4 years after the first one for Madness Returns to come out. 3 years, my mistake. 3 years after the first one, Madness Returns was supposed to come out. It never did. It just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. But it eventually came out. No one's complained about it. It is a smooth, it is a polished, it is a work of art as far as being a beautiful game. The controls are great. They're responsive. There's no issues. There's no hiccups. There's no lag. The loading times, wonderful. There's no long-ass loading times. As far as anything else going with that game, it's great. There is really nothing that can be detracted from it. But, I mean, there you go.
Kids nowadays are not necessarily spoiled, but when it comes to that, They got it good. You have instant gratification when you get things. Like growing up, we had to wait 3 or 4 years for a new game to come out if we wanted something new.
Or back in the day when you were lucky if you got one console that was battling it out per generation.
Motherfucker, God.
Hey.
I hate these kids. I really hate these kids nowadays. And I'm 24. I don't care. I don't care. Despite my age, if I have a 5-year-old that looks like he has a better phone than me. First, he has a phone. Who the hell are you gonna call? Big Bird ain't returning your calls. Fucking Elmo's not returning your tweets. Not liking your double liking your fucking Instagram pics.
What are you talking about, man? Don't hate on the kids like that, man. Don't hate on the kids. They got like Blue's Clues following them on Tumblr or something, man.
But actually, good segue, because you know.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with old and new.
Oh,
with
can
games.
I put in?
Oh, go ahead.
One quick thing while you were talking about the games a moment ago, Ren. Oh, one more game that I would love to see brought into the current generation. Can I please has new Psychonauts?
No,
Yes.
you can't ever.
So sorry about that. Just had to get that out there.
It's all good, but I mean, as far as like the old and new and all that, the new gamers have no clue as far as a good a finished polished product coming out when it's done. They don't really know about delays because there's not a whole lot that gets pushed back and delayed now. It's just released and then it's one of those, okay, we'll release it and then fix it later.
Yeah. Now speaking of which, hey, growing up as a kid, anime. Yeah, we're going to talk about anime. I haven't heard us talk about that in a while because there's nothing really new been going on.
Yeah,
so
we'll still watch it sometimes.
I'm waiting to catch the new Magical Boy thing, but that's another story for another time.
Has it already released? I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, the first episode's out.
It looks nice. Kids nowadays, they have the internet. Instant gratification, just like that. New episode comes out, we'll just stream it. Well, it's got a sub up there. We'll just watch it that way. Bullshit. I didn't have internet growing up. You know how I watched my anime? On TV. You know how I watched all my other anime shows I missed episodes to or couldn't watch? I saved up my money and got DVD sets with like 6 episodes on it that cost like $20 fucking.
Or record them bitches off TV on a VHS.
I
had to go to school.
I actually still have the 2001 Right Stuff catalog.
See? Like, I know what that was.
I never throw shit out.
He has a problem.
God, Right Stuff catalogs. I remember those.
The new anime fans with all of the streaming options, all of the, I can catch it on, I can catch it on Netflix or Crunchyroll or, this other website or whatever.
Yeah, I can go to this
list. They have a list of everything that comes out. They have a list that ever comes out all for the whole year to get caught up on.
When you can sign up for a website and get a convenient weekly email of, hey, the new episode of this show is released, the new episode of that is already released, or this is being simulcast or not. What?
If you missed it, you missed it. And you were done for that week.
Jolly Yellow and I are about to go into our old men mode. Do you want to be Mavis or Clavis?
Nah, I'm about to be Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon.
You're too old for this shit.
Can I be Statler then?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and be Statler. I'll be Murtaugh.
Because back in our day, I was telling them this before we started the show. I remember taking the first 2 paychecks from my first summer job working at a vet clinic to go to Best Buy to buy the $180 8 DVD Neon Genesis Evangelion box set It was black, and it had the embossed Nerve logo and all sorts of other stuff on it. And it was $180 for 8 DVDs, and I was happy.
And now, what did you say was in that box set again? It was.
Not enough.
It was no, hold on. It was 8 DVDs. That's it, 8 DVDs. It was episodes 1 through 26 of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Okay,
And
the original 20.
And then I found out later that they had Death and Rebirth and End of Evangelion, so I had to go out and spend another $50 to go get those two things. And then I found out that they had director's cuts of a few other episodes that they put on the special Platinum Edition. So I had to go get that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another, $25 a pop.
Wow.
I think they only put out like 2 Platinum Editions, and it was DVD 6 and 8, I believe. That doesn't even count. That doesn't even count the rest of the DVDs that I had gotten up to that point, which was all of Love Hina, so DVDs 1 through 6, all of Excel Saga, DVDs 1 through 6. I was happy as hell when I got the Boogie Pop Phantom DVD box set, and that was 13 episodes, and it had a 4th DVD, or it came with a music. Actually, no, that one that I got didn't come with the music CD. It was only 4. It was 4 DVDs in it. It was episodes 1 through 13, and that fucking thing cost $50.
Wow. So that's why I didn't buy a lot of DVDs. Because.
And you know what? And hold on. And these newer generations, everything's handed to them, fed to them, and whatnot. Most of you guys that are watching anime now, and I'm doing it now, even though I have a real people job and I make my own money and all this stuff, and you have mommy and daddy's money to bleed off of when you go to these cons and stuff. You don't pay for anything anymore.
Well, okay, no, even that, even if they have a real people job.
Mm-hmm. I'm not done.
Let me just add one thing. Even if they do have a real people job, nowadays your DVD box sets are maybe $60.
And that's expensive. People complain about that.
And you are complaining about that. Please, I spent $180 to get one box set back in 2002.
Yeah, which reminds me of back in. I'd say probably back about 2000, maybe 2001, walked into a shop. First season of Ranma 1/2. First season of 7 seasons. 18 episodes. I can't remember how many DVDs was in the box, but it was all 18 episodes of season 1.
Mm-hmm. It was probably like 4 or 5 DVDs.
Yeah. $120.
Nigga, my soul.
For one of 7 seasons.
This is why when Jolly Yellow and I were growing up, you saw that shirt that maybe you've seen a friend of yours wear, for the newer fans and everything. Maybe you saw a friend of yours wear, you saw it the first time you went to a con or whatever, and you thought, oh, that's funny, ha 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 ha. It said anime, crack is cheaper. Back when we were growing up with it,
crack actually was cheaper. Crack actually was cheaper back then.
Same with gas.
You could get right. Gas was cheaper back then.
I could have filled up a goddamn semi for the amount that I dropped on one box set.
Fed your whole house.
Yeah, or what was it? Something a little more current when I was collecting the Series X. Not the movie X/1999, but the TV Series X. 26 episodes across 8 DVDs. I think those mostly come out to about 3 episodes. I think one of them had like 4 episodes on it.
Yeah, the first 2 had like 4 episodes. I have the first disc.
Yeah. $30 a disc. $30 a piece for each of those 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I went and actually got the special editions that came with the black slip cover over them. So I actually found all 8 of those.
But But the only time any current fans now, they, yeah, you have Crunchyroll. Most people don't use Crunchyroll. Most people use sites that stream them that way. And the only time you ever see any money go towards the official release is when they go to cons, and they'll normally pick up T-shirts or whatever and all of that. But they don't know the real struggle of you know the money that the $200 that most connies take with them. That's roughly about what amount you should take with you to con. Like half of that goes to food, and then some like maybe 50 of that maybe goes to food or whatever, depending on where you go, and the rest goes to spending on whatever. That $128 Bishi spent, you can get a lot at a con.
No, 128 was what Jolly Yellow spent. 180.
180. That 180. Sorry.
Yeah.
That
What
180
did you
that
just
Bishi
say?
spent.
About $200 to a con?
Yeah,
Bishi
there's
just
your entire
used up
budget.
his entire budget. Bishi now has $10 left to do everything else.
And it's Friday.
I am going to be hitting the dollar menu.
He is Friday, and he brought no snacks with him. Like,
Wow. See, that's another thing. Yeah, I remember back in the days when people had to carry snacks with them to cause just to keep from buying food and whatnot. Now it's just like drinking this. But another thing, talking about anime then and now, when I hear people argue over subtitles versus dub, I just
nigga,
almost
we
start
had
laughing.
dubbed. You
Because-
only had dubbed.
Well, I mean, yeah, back in our day, actually, you took whatever you got.
Yeah,
Because you look
some series were released subbed.
Yeah, like if you speaking of Evangelion, that was brought over by ADV Films. Well, they're called ADV Films now. They used to be called AD Vision.
Yep.
Back in their first 10 years of business, all they did were subtitles. So you're talking Plastic Little, Devil Hunter Yoko, a couple of other titles like that. I mean, you're out there buying anime on VHS, and it only VHS. It has like 3 episodes on it, and it's going to be subtitled. You either take subtitle or you don't watch it, or you can learn Japanese. Your choice.
Be one of those weeboo bastards.
Oh, I'm well aware of the whole like VHS sub thing because I actually did have a VHS of Neon Genesis as well.
Yeah, same here. I watched a buddy in college had one, and then of course, and the thing is, I mean, Bishi and I have our stories here, but there's people that even went a little further with it. That actually, people who have actual friends in Japan who was recording the stuff and mailing it over to the States to circulate it that way. And that stuff was going to be pure Japanese, no subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to go underground.
Or what is it? Actually, here you go. Vampire Hunter D on VHS.
I think I still have that. I think I have that. I need to
Yeah.
look at my collection. Which, speaking of, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh God! Now you guys made me get up on. I got up on my soapbox.
It's all right.
Yeah.
We'll keep going.
now that I do recall, yes, Vampire Hunter D turns 30 years this year. It's 30 years old.
Oh God! Oh.
It released in 1985.
Oh.
What are you doing, cat?
Yeah.
Oh. That
So-
made my soul hurt.
Yeah. Just wanted to make it real for you there, Bishi. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But
I'm
anyway,
old.
yeah. Let's not get like the Pepper's Farm guy.
Now,
And especially, we don't want the younger fans. We don't want you guys to think that we're like trying to dump on you, trying to assault you, or trying to say we're better than you are. we just
Fuck
want
that.
you to be. We also want you to be appreciative of how relatively easy you have it now. That's all we're trying to do. I mean, I'm glad those days are done. I'm glad that you're not having to, record it off of TV and trade it between your friends, or hope it comes on pay-per-view, or
Remember- You remember the day? You remember the days when anime?
No, wait.
You remember the days when anime companies used to make visual novel games? When Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Right, Pepperidge Farm.
You remember when you had to go to Blockbuster to get an anime DVD or anime VHS and watch it then?
Oh my god.
That's when I watched all the the Tenchi Muyo movies.
God.
That's the only way I saw them was from
Right.
Blockbuster.
Right.
You remember Blockbuster was a thing?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepper's Farm sold cookies there.
Right. Pepperidge Farm remembers all of that. But yeah,
And we're talking about more,
God, now
more.
I'm depressed.
It's okay. I'm gonna help you get through that. So we're going on anime and new generation and whatnot. A lot of live action stuff is happening here soon. Ghost in the Shell finally got Ghost in the Shell is going to be a live action movie. They already announced that a while back, but the leading lady has. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say real quick, Ren actually said that his uncle had a few animes on Laserdisc that were dubbed from the 80s.
That's a relic, and you should be really.
you should keep those and defend them.
Those
Like,
might be used.
Build booby traps around them.
As I actually he made me remember something else that I had watched on VHS, which I don't know, Mav, if you will know this, but I think you will, Jolly.
Uh-oh.
Project A-ko.
Nope.
I remember
Oh my
Big-
god.
Biko. Oh my god, Biko.
Oh my god.
Biko taught me how nasty girls can be.
Biko just oh.
God, Biko was terrible. I mean, she was
God.
like, imagine that archetype or that stereotype of the overprivileged, bitchy, rich girl. That was Biko.
That shit happens now. I grew up with that.
And then you have Seiko.
See, I quit picking on her because I honestly think she had problems.
I think Seiko did have problems. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, it's not funny to pick on somebody type problems. But anyway, alright, so anyway, about the casting of Ghost in the Shell there, Mr. Maverick.
Yeah. So, so you know what? I actually am okay with this, and we've had a discussion about it. Wifey Scarlett Johansson got picked to be the Major in the new live-action Ghost in the Shell movie that's coming out whenever the hell they say it's supposed to come out. Now, I am all for this. And everyone's like, well, no, she's whitewashing. Why can't they just make her Asian? We've had this discussion before. There are, the chick from what's the lady from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. who voiced Mulan? She could have done it. But with ScarJo, you have someone who is younger and has proven herself to pull off a badass in a power position. It literally is Black Widow. She just acts to act a little bit colder and a little bit more robotic like she did in Lucy. Mix those two together and you have the Major. She can physically pull off the role. She'll look good in the suit. She can act her ass off. And I'm down for it. My thing is I want to see who the rest of the cast is, because honestly, I only see Bato as Ron Perlman, or the guy who played or Kevin Durant, or Kevin Durant, the guy who played the Blob in X-Men Origins, and he played the Archangel in what was it? Legion. And he's played a lot of other, and played Barry Barton in the last Resident Evil movie. And I told Jolly Yellow earlier today, I kind of want to see the commissioner guy, the old guy, be played by John Hurt, because that's the only way I can see him playing that. And my big thing is, I just want the direction to be good and the script to be good. I don't care if it's an original script. Most of the fucking movies and animes are original stuff. As long as there's background pointing to where they've been together, they've been a team for a while, they all know each other. If you can make me believe that, then I'm okay. I'm honestly all right with it.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that could be uphill. It's like, okay, I got to rage for a little bit, and then I calm down over it. Personally, I did the same thing when Michael Clark Duncan was cast as Kingpin in the Daredevil movie. I went through the same thing when Will Smith was cast as Deadshot in the upcoming Suicide Squad movie.
Ain't seen shit on it either.
And just gotta go ahead and work through the anger, get it over it, realize, hey, this is some of my fandom stuff that's getting some mainstream attention, and then just kind of roll with it. But that soundtrack better be good on Ghost in the Shell, because they probably won't be able to get their hands on Kana Yoko. That would be awesome, but they probably won't. As long as there isn't some stupid dubstep in the soundtrack, I think I'll be okay.
And Ren has a thing. Why can't fans accept that a lot of anime characters don't look Asian in the first place? Help me here to understand. It's not really much, because people are set in their ways. When they see it, they automatically think, oh, Asian.
Well, yeah.
Damn anime characters now look white as hell. Like, look like Valley girls. And even the black people don't look Asian.
Sure enough.
What's the nigga from the Black Lagoon? Big bald guy. And all the black people. Like,
oh, you don't talk about some people that don't look Asian if you were to try and cast them for a movie? Good luck trying to get an all-Asian cast for a Yu Yu Hakusho live action. Yeah, good luck finding a Japanese guy that looks like Ulibar.
Yeah. Actually, I got a great idea. I got a great thing.
Hmm?
Let's just look at M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's Last Airbender.
That was so goddamn bad.
No, we don't want to look at that.
That's a bad example of things. That's what you don't want to... Wait. People who are directing it, that's what you don't want to do. That was whitewashed to hell and back. Like, my acid wash jeans are denim now. Are regular color now. Because you fucked that up.
I'm trying to think of a good example to say, hey, do it like this, but...
There isn't one.
Yeah. All right, go.
Hollywood keeps fucking it up.
You have to become that example that will point you for other things next time.
No Avatar, and no Dragon Ball Z.
Why did you bring that up?
Because it needs to be done. It needs to be said. They actually thought they were going to get a sequel with that fucking movie.
Who thought that?
Young Ron Perlman can't... Well, Ron Perlman's old. He's not getting any younger.
Who in the world thought there was going to be a sequel to that?
Oh, God.
Did you not? Okay, you must have blanked it out. They literally ended the movie like because it was going to be a sequel. Like they ended it to where it was open for a sequel. Piccolo didn't die. Like he didn't die in that fight. He got fucked up and some blonde chick took care of him, or some old lady took care of him. But no,
I'm still angry at James Marsters and Chow Yun Fat for that movie. Were y'all thinking when y'all did that? Y'all just bored.
We all did stuff for money once in a while in our lives.
Some of us don't want to admit it.
Yep.
I wouldn't admit it if I was to.
But
I wouldn't admit that shit.
honestly, man, and the guy playing Goku, that wasn't the role he needed. Like he wasn't a bad actor. This is what he didn't need to start out his career, though. Because now you're always.
Okay, you know what? We're actually talking about it. Let's move on.
Yeah, let us leave that to die and rot in its grave.
Yep.
In its unmarked, forgotten grave.
And speaking of like redoing characters and whatnot, and Ren's going to appreciate this, and I want Ren to talk on this. Last year, I'm gonna bring this around. Last year, Spider-Woman had a bit of a controversy over the cover, over a fucking cover of her bending and like in spider pose, and said it was unrealistic proportions to women's standards and shit like that. And so they remade her costume for this year coming up. They got her a new costume, the first costume change she's had since being created. And now, as of this week, Power Girl is getting not rebooted, but we're getting a new Power Girl. And if you know Power Girl, it's the boob window. Karen Star, Earth 2 version of Supergirl. She got sent back to her actual dimension, and now we have a new Power Girl who's, let me see, by the name of.
I got upset, so I had to get a kitty.
It's okay. The new Power Girl, her name is Tanya Spears. She's a black girl with the poofy.
You rock the Afro Puffs?
Yeah, Afro Puffs. She's 16 years old, genius level intellect, bright future, all that stuff. She'll be joining up the Teen Titans, and you met her in Teen Titans 5, and she joined the team, and after Aftermath that's coming up in February's issue, she'll be the new Power Girl and everything. The costume looks okay. I just don't like that it's super tight and she's 16, and I don't like that. But everyone's flipping shit. Was like, oh, a lot of people didn't read the article when it got posted. They're like, oh, they're getting rid of her now. They're getting replaced by a black chick. Blah 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 blah. No, she's not dead. Or Kara's not dead. She's still well and alive. She just got sent back to Earth 2. Not that hard.
That's kind of the Thor thing.
And everyone, thank you, Ren, for putting this in, because I didn't understand how her powers. She has partial Kryptonian powers because Earth 2 is slowly being destroyed. They're trying to kill off that world, if I'm not mistaken. Power Girl meets Tanya and gives her a bit of her powers. So hey, you get to be my new one. Go have fun. I'm okay with new characters being introduced. It's something new. It keeps comics fresh after a while, and it keeps new readers coming back and finding things that, hey, she's 16, I'm 16, I could be a superhero too. Yay!
Yep,
and
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I'm 24. I still want to be a superhero. Jesus Christ, every meteor shower that comes around, don't you think I stand outside? It's like, please, something happen.
Hoping for a radiation shower.
Yes! That doesn't put me in the hospital or kill me. But, like with Thor, last year with Lady Thor, shut up, man. You're going to buy it regardless because you're going to bitch about it anyway. You're going to buy the comics. Doesn't matter. Captain America's black now. Whoopie-doo. His best friend took over the mantle for him. You guys need to shut the fuck up and grow up. Miss Marvel is, I think, is she Muslim or Israeli?
I believe she is Muslim. Rand, if you're hearing this, feel free to step in and correct us.
I have no clue what's going on, so I'm just...
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, we understand you. She's not in the comic books very much.
Hold on, he's typing. He's typing as fast as he can, he can go.
Right. Go ahead and give us that answer, right?
Yeah. And he's saying DC New 52 Convergence event set on Flashpoint, telling the stories before New 52 started. All right, cool. Bitch, can you clear out some of this so I can read?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Something popped up. Oh, she's Muslim. All right, cool. So that happened, and everyone flipped shit. Like it's 2014, 2015. Everyone's different, and I'm excited to see the new trend of comics introducing new characters, new races on certain old school characters, giving new people a chance to shine and grow and give you new characters. Because after a while, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I get tired of Superman after a while. I get tired of Batman. Unless Batman stories are fresh, it's just Batman making crime worse in Gotham. A never-ending circle.
What else do I need to clear out of this right here?
Not. Oh, yeah. And Black Captain America has been done before. Look up Isaiah Bradley. Okay. I think that is it.
Okay.
But and new stuff that's coming around. You know, we got a half black, half Mexican Spider-Man, Miles Morales, my nigga. And
Yeah.
no, guys, just shut the hell up. Comics are gonna keep going around as people keep buying.
They're evolving. They're changing. The demographic that reads it is changing and growing all the time. And honestly, I think we should be glad of the way that they're changing. It's not like DC is just gonna say, "All right, we're gonna reboot Power Girl and just poof, turn her black." They actually did oh no, old Power Girl's gonna pass some of her powers on and leave. New person comes in and takes over the mantle. What's his face is no longer worthy to handle Mjolnir. Oh, this woman here, she's now worthy of handling Mjolnir. There goes Thor. So I enjoy the fact that they're formally passing the mantle on instead of just they're black or it's a woman now. You know, they're Asian. So
Yeah, and
people.
and also Sabretooth is. I think they're setting up for Sabretooth to be the new Wolverine because Logan's dead, and he'll eventually take over as Wolverine or Wolverine-esque as a new Wolverine. Now, more things that are happening in comic news, and I think this will be the last thing I have to talk about.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be one of the last things because we are running.
It was a good show regardless. Deadpool's gonna die in April, so Marvel's officially going to kill him off. I'm more excited. I have really nothing to say deeply about it. Is that I want to see how they're going to do it.
That's my only question: is how are they going to kill him?
Because they are killing off a lot of people these past few months, near the end of this year. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and that's it for me. Because I gotta go to the bathroom. Right back.
Crazy. All right. So awkward music.
I was going to say, if you wanted to talk about some of the TV shows that have been out recently.
Well, yeah, I can go ahead and take a minute to bring those up. In case you folks, if you haven't been watching, you would have already missed the winter, I guess you say, premiere of Gotham that started this past Monday. So that's back on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. Let's see, coming up in the next few weeks or the next week or so, Arrow and Flash are both returning. Flash returning on January the 20th at 8 p.m. Arrow coming back that following night, Wednesday the 21st at 8 p.m. So get your comic book, your DC stuff back going on. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as you may or may not know, has actually been held back until March the 3rd so that Agent Carter can have her full 8-episode run, which also started earlier this week. I'm sitting on the DVR. I have not watched that yet, so I really can't go into it. But so far I've been hearing some mixed opinion on it, so hopefully she'll have a good 8-episode run, and maybe that'll give her a bigger presence in the universe. Maybe we'll see her in more movies, probably flashbacks, or they'll extend her show, or maybe they'll put her in, somehow preserve her and put her in the Age of S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't know, maybe something like that, just to keep her around more. So hopefully
No, she won't be in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She can't be, because she's old as shit in Winter Soldier.
I forgot. Yeah, she was a Winter Soldier, so yeah. So, I don't know. So, I guess based on that kind of limits her participation because she's kind of stuck there at that point in time. But hopefully...
We get to see early S.H.I.E.L.D., post-Cap.
Yeah, so, yeah, because the series actually picks up right after the end of World War II, so we're seeing the beginnings of S.H.I.E.L.D. because she's actually one of the earliest S.H.I.E.L.D. agents along with Allen Commandos. So that'll be a little something to watch. That's Agent Carter, and that actually comes on Tuesday nights at 8. That started this past Tuesday, but next Tuesday coming up, and it will run until, I think it's going to be late February and then just before, which is just before Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. returns on March 3rd, which is Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And speaking of some other news, I do know that the first of the Defender series that are planned to be released on Netflix, the first one coming up is going to be Daredevil, which should be hitting Netflix in April. So that's going to be another one to look out for. So not going to be on TV, going to have to go to Netflix to catch that. That's about all that's going on in the comic book TV news right now.
Oh, Ren said, okay, what do you guys think of the twins Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver not being Magneto's kids anymore in the comics? I didn't hear about this, but I understand why they're doing it, because they're getting ready for the Age of Ultron, because it's going to be confusing as shit to explain that to kids.
It's going to be weird.
So
but they got to do it.
I understood how they did it in the movie, so I already knew that, so it's fine. I'm okay with it. I don't get that weird Ultimate shit anymore, so I don't have to deal with that anymore, so I'm happy. But I think that's it for this week, or today, for tonight.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, did you want? No, we'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
So we'll save that one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But okay. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a while since we've had a show. Thank you for putting up with us for this long for this show tonight. We did run a bit long, but we had a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna try and keep these up every other Friday, I believe. We're moving it to from Sunday to Friday. So this is gonna be our new night. It'll probably be around 8:30 again, unless people decide, hey, 8 o'clock's better. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But we will post about it on our Facebook, so be sure to check that out. If you haven't already liked us and followed us, please do so. It is facebook.com/Omake Ikuze, OMAKEIKUZE.
We are 2 likes away from 600.
Yes, we're very close to 600 likes. So
just get us 600.
That is really cool to me. If you have any questions, comments, criticisms, topics for future shows, you can either post them on our Facebook page, or you can email us at omake.ikuze@gmail.com. Trust us, we do get your emails. They come to my phone.
Come to mine.
But I am going to probably be doing another stream on Wednesday, and then after that I might have to change up the days in which I do my streams, because I'm getting back into law school. This coming up, like with this whole semester starting up soon, and I have 8:30 classes on Thursday morning. So I don't know how well that's going to work out. I will see what I can do as far as times for that. I might have to change it. Mav, do you know when you're going to be doing your streams?
On Fridays, because with my works, I'm only off on Mondays and Fridays, and which allows me those 2 days. So most of the time I will be doing them. If we're doing a stream, if we're doing a show, I won't do a gameplay. If we're not doing a show, I will do a gameplay then. And if it's a week of a show, I'll do one on Monday. So it'll be look out for those 2 days, but I will be picking them up during that time, because I'm also going back to school, which is going to be tough trying to juggle all this stuff, but I'm going to make it work, because I was really, really happy to come back and be on the show again and be able to see you guys and talk to you guys again.
And we missed you.
Yay!
Yes, we did.
But
and there will be and there's some others that haven't been here, but we'll make that work. So
yeah.
Change is coming. Change is coming.
But let's see. Jolly, I know you were talking about possibly doing some streams, but more than likely not. What you're going to do is actually do gameplay and then give it to Saya, correct?
Yes, that's going to be my most likely. What I'll end up doing is just recording, hand off to this video editor, Saya, there, and start releasing just videos. No streaming, just videos.
Okay. Well, of course, it's going to have commentary and everything, and it's going to be interesting. She, I believe, will start releasing videos here on the YouTube channel of some older playthroughs of some of my stuff, I believe on the 26th, or was
Okay.
it 25th? Okay. She's going to start roughly on the 25th, so a couple Sundays from now, or 3 Sundays from now. So be on the lookout for that on here. But thank you guys again for tuning in. You know, we love you guys for watching and all of that. Like I said, there's plenty of ways to get in contact with us. You know, watch the Facebook page. That's where we put pretty much everything. A couple of Fridays from now, we're gonna have another show. So you know, we're gonna try and get back into the swing of things.
You have
But
to help push us.
yeah.
Mhm.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys, and we will see you 2 Fridays from now. So, this has been Bishi.
Maverick!
This has been Jolly Yellow.
Later.
Bye!